welcome to the plains of Bellenau. We're back on the Charc fictional world, on the continuing the Charc campaign. This is going to be a game of Lion Rampant 2nd edition with a couple spins on the actual rules. Probably most importantly is this is usually a skirmish game. I think they recommend with like 24-point warbands played on a 6x4 table. We're playing on a 5 foot by 14 table. We're playing with 115-point warbands, so probably not a warband anymore. And I've got a couple editions of some special units, just with kind of keeping tradition with other games that I play, and we'll go into those later on. I think last time we were on the in the Charc campaign, the Ulryleon forces from Bellenau tried to attack into the region of Boroghton, and they were defeated. So now we're getting a counterattack. The Baron of Boroghton is attacking into an important trade route, and its corresponding trading post that brings goods out of Shubia that helps supply the Ulryleon barony with goods. We're going to cut that off and try to hurt them or get them where it hurts. And that basically encompasses all my economic knowledge. So we'll skip that and get back to miniature wargaming. Try to put a point behind the whole damn thing of just people killing each other for no apparent reason. They just don't like each other. Okay, so terrain features. We'll spin out here. I'll kind of get you up onto the Predator drone above the battlefield. We've got a couple hills. I got one here. We got one back there. One here in the middle. There's corresponding trees on them. There's one there, and there's one back there. I got some fencing. It's a small obstacle. We've got some heavy-duty stone fencing around the trading post. That's just going to be a isolated area that is a fortified area. We're going to treat it as such. So the units that are in there will get this defensive bonuses that are in the book. I've got roads, which really won't do anything. It's just there to look pretty. That's the main intersection. And more fencing here, and then trees on the elevated terrain. We've got some river over here. It's just there to say we got river. It's nothing big. I just wanted to have a little bit of water on, a little bit of color on the open mat. It's mostly an open plains battle. We're doing scenario 1 from the book, which is called, I think, Bloodbath or something like that. Or I got yeah, that's just going from memory. I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines, where it's just a straight up fight. So that's what we're going to do. Another spin on the rules that I'm doing is because, you know, usually you have one commander for your 24-point warband, but since we're, you know, 4 times the size of that almost, actually, oh, we are, we're using flank commanders. There's one of them over there. So these flank commanders they'll still get the +1 courage and the +1 leadership checks and all that stuff. But they'll grant 1 reroll per turn. If they fail that reroll, each side can keep going, but then they'll get a token that they can't use their reroll ability in the next turn that follows. So there is a penalty for failure, like there always should be. So yeah, so each side has has their own flank commander. There's the second one for the Ulryleons over here, and there's the garrison of the troops basically defending the trading post. Other special additions to this rule are kind of homegrown tweaks by me. The bannerman increases the range of the leader's aura, which is usually 12 inches to 18 inches. For leadership for rerolls. The musician increases the aura of their courage checks, which is from 12 to 18 inches. So they got a +1 courage check with any unit that's trying not to become broken. And then the each side either has they have Brother Maynard over here, and they have the Plague Doctor. Where's that lovely man? I love that guy. Over for the Timordans. They can be sacrificed 1 time for a crucial reroll in the entire game. And they'll just leave the table after that. They'll be like, oh God, you used me and I'm gone. Down and take a ground level look at the some of the topography of the battlefield. My dogs are losing their minds upstairs. Probably the mailman is, or mailwoman is dropping off stuff. There's the hill in the center of the battlefield, and you've got more hills over there. And then a final elevation down there. We'll go over the units real quick, and then we'll get to combating. We'll get to fighting here. The Timordans will be going first. This is an I go, you go game if you've never played it before. And yeah, we'll show you what we got, and I'll go over their special rules for each unit. And yeah, that you should be more aware then of what's going on. All right, hang on. Commanding the forces of Timordia is Baron, what's his name? Alfred Listern. Yeah. And then he's got two sub-commanders with him. And they are Sir Raymond Aylesworth and Sir Geoffrey Mullins. And they are on either flank. They're probably over in the trees. We'll get a look at them when we go over the particular units. First up is an elite cavalry unit of 6 mounted knights. They do have the Baron with them. They have their special rules are fearsome, bloodthirsty, countercharge, drilled, and motivated. So no wild charge for those guys. Next up are 2 units of 6 of elite infantry. Their special rules are fearsome and bloodthirsty. Each one of these has the flank commanders. There's one, and the other one is over there. There you go. To the right of the Baron, there's 2 units of 12 of veteran heavy footmen. So if they have the veteran rule, they drop their spears. They lose the wall of spears. They pick up shield wall, and they have veteran. So they are able to attack a little better than the standard heavy footmen. Then of course there's 2 units of 12 heavy footmen that have the standard heavy footmen units that have wall of spears, 12 men each. And they're to the other side of the Baron. You can't have a game on this campaign without the Immortals of Shubia. 2 units of 12. They have like insano special rules. Sorry about my camera work. I was looking down to read all these rules. If they're flexible, they have wild charge, countercharge versus foot and missile. They're fast. They're fearsome. They're bloodthirsty, and they get wall of spears. So they're going to be pretty savage. Unit of 12 archers. I increased the range by a little bit to, what do I increase it to? 24 inches, just because the table's a little bigger. Crossbowmen stayed at 18. These guys are veteran. Crossbows didn't have that role, but I just gave it to them anyway, because I didn't want to have those stupid shields, what are they called, pavesies or something like that? French word, I guess. So I got 12 of archers, and then, way over here, don't throw up, 12 crossbowmen over here. Each flank there is a unit of 2 units of 12, each flank has 1 unit of 12 light infantry. And they have wall of spears, and they have the javelin rule. There's one on this end, and there's one on the other end. And there's the Timordan left flank. And then there's the final unit for the Timordans right in the center. Their 2 Shiltrons are the Osmanian pikemen. 2 groups of 12. They're packed together. They have the wall of pikes. They're armored, and they have mobile Shiltron rules, so they can truck it at full speed across the battlefield with those giant things with their wall of pikes, which hurt. Literally, I stabbed myself with them today. Commanding the Ulryleon forces is Baron Geoffrey Goodwin. He's with Brother Maynard. He's entrusted Sir Marcus Nielsen on his right flank with his elite infantry, and Sir Henry Elsdon on his left flank with his elite infantry over there by the trading post. Baron's bodyguard has the same rules as the other heavy cavalry, but they're in the center there. They've got a bannerman who's got a pike, which I'm sure I'm going to stab myself on, musician, and Brother Maynard, who will be looking to spread the good word. You saw the 2 elite infantry units, both with both flank commanders, one on the right, one on the left. The Ulryleon veteran heavy footmen are on the center right and the center left, kind of supporting we'll get to them later, the Berserkers of Odenheim. Their heavy spear infantry has garrisoned the trading post. I'm going to try to hold on to that. Not let those goodies fall into the hands of the evil Timordans. And then you love them. The Berserkers of Odenheim in the center. 2 groups of 12. Where's the other one? Oh, sorry. There's one there, and there's one, sorry, a little bit to the right. I forgot they got one on that side too. So they're spread out a little bit. But those guys are the usual nut jobs. They're going to try to counter the Immortals of Shubia. Their special rules are flexible, wild charge, counter charge versus foot and missile, fast, armored, and bloodthirsty. Just a little bit different than the Immortals. We've got a group of 12 archers in the center. Hopefully just kind of pound the Timordans as they come in. They have veteran rule just like their counterparts, and then we got 12 crossmen on the right that'll be trying to slow down the Immortals. The Timordans, they put their light infantry on the flanks. Same rules, a group of 12. And over on the left, you've got another group of 12. But they happen to have more light infantry with them in the form of Osmanian nomads. And yeah, but they're going to be the biggest unit on the table just because I had more. And they're not as cool as some of the other units, but they're light infantry. They have 16 men in the unit, so it'll be a little bit harder to kill. And they have wall of spears, javelin, and fast. So we'll see if that ends up being something good or something bad. There's a second group of 16 in there, bound to trees. So yeah, a lot of room to work on this. I plan on continuing this Lion Rampant. I wish I would have stuck with it, but I was, there's so many things you can do in miniature wargaming. It's hard to not get excited about the next thing that pops up. But okay, you've met the forces, we've met the characters, we've seen the battlefield, we know what's at stake, and yeah, here comes the Timordians. All right, we're going to start with a group move. That's one of the optional rules. You can do 2 groups with no benefit, with no penalty, excuse me. But if you do more than 2, then you get a -1. It gets tougher each time. But down here by Sir Raymond Aylesworth on the left flank of the Timordan forces, he's going to try to order the 2 Immortals of Shubia units forward. He has a move +6, but he's within 12 inches, so it'll be a +5. Well, psychopaths are classed as warrior infantry, so they move forward 8 inches. Oh, here we go. We're going to move down to the right flank with Sir Geoffrey Mullins. He's going to order the 2 veteran heavy foot to move forward towards the trading post. Let me need 4 pluses. Let me check. Let me make sure. I don't know if the bonus is only for courage. I'm not sure if it's for the command. I might have screwed up, but heck, that'll be the first of many. I made a mistake down there. Shocking. The plus is only for courage. So, yep, let's go with that. These guys will need a 5+ to move. Those veteran heavy footmen move forward 6 inches. Oh, they're not liking that. While we're down at this end, we're trying to advance these light infantry, needing a 5+ to move. According to the rules, these guys will move up to the obstacle, and then next turn they'll be able to get over it if they so choose. They're just kind of up against the fence now, starting to climb. Go back to the other side and try to move the crossbowmen forward to support the Immortals. All right, a little tougher here. The crossbowmen move on a 6+. All right, we're going to use the Knight's reroll, hoping to get over a 6, or he's going to be burned next turn. All right, he's given the token of failure. Oh, he can continue, but he's not allowed to reroll even next turn. Go down here to the Baron. We need to get these Shiltrans moving. He's going to try to do a group move, move them forward. I'm super thrilled I didn't get stabbed with any pikes this time. Both Shiltran units move forward 6 inches. The Ulryleon archers are notching up. They're getting ready to blast these guys. Baron's going to try a group move to move forward the heavy infantry to his left with spears. They were able to successfully move forward 6 inches. This unit to the left is actually up against that fence. They can cross over if they want to. I try to order the archers to move forward. Another 6, always a fun one. Oh, success! Barely. This knight's going to move his elite infantry to keep pace and keep his command range on these gentlemen to his right. They need a 5+ to complete a move order. He's like his partner in crime. He's going to burn his reroll. Alright, he passed his reroll, so he gets to keep his for next turn. A good advance on the right. The Baron's going to try to move his retinue forward, his posse. These guys don't, the knights, elite knights usually don't move as good. They like to charge, they don't like to move. He'll need a 6+ to move forward 10 inches. Alright, I think all they've got left to move are... The crossbowmen failed moving, so they can't move. All he's got is the light infantry down here on the left flank. They'll try to move, but there won't be a reroll if they fail. Word just doesn't get down to the far left flank until those units are there, and that's the end of the Time Warden turn. Easy peasy. Let's get over to the Ulryleon and see what they want to do. Alright, Sir Marcus Nielsen's going to try a triple move with both Osmani and Nomad's light infantry units and his regular light infantry right here. So they're all, what do they move? A 5+. So he's going to need a 6+ for them to move. Just going for it right away. Big aggressive move by the knight, getting his guys up on left flank, moving in towards the trees. Time Wardens will definitely feel threatened on their right a little bit. Start seeing their light infantry on the other side of the woods over there. If you can, well, it's not going to focus in, but oh well. They're back there. Next up, I think he's going to try to move his elite unit to keep pace. Those guys all moved 8 inches, so keeping pace is not going to be an option at some point. They're going to lose 2 inches every time. The 6-man bodyguard unit moves up, keeping pace a little bit with those guys. No order is going to be given to the heavy foot that are garrisoning the trading post. They're just kind of digging in, waiting for their the impending attack on their position. Ulryleon Baron is going to start off with Berserkers of Odenheim unit to his front left and order them forward. All right, those guys are a 6+. Let's go ahead and burn the reroll. If he fails, the turn is over. That'll be the end of the Ulryleon turn, and turn 1 will come to an end. It's that fast. You screw up, you screw up. Probably should have moved that flank commander first, because they're a little less risk. Okay. See you in turn 2. Come back with the Time Wardens as the Shiltrins advance. Baron being out of commission, we're going to start down here at this end. If anything's left over, we'll go with him. Otherwise, he can recover next turn. Wow. Hang on. The double move, moving up these infantry to line that fence, or getting close to getting near that fence. Prepare for the attack of the horde coming through the trees. He's going to try to move up his elite infantry to keep pace with those guys after they move forward 6 inches. Tell you what, this right flank is doing pretty good. Going to hold the light infantry there. All right, I'm going to try to shift the archers over to the right here, being commanded by the main Baron. Well, the only Baron. All right, they move up. Got a good, basically rounded flank here. Hopefully can repulse whatever's coming out of the woods. Archers might also be in range of the fortification. Start hammering away on that. Take over the trading post. Baron's gonna do a double move and move the Shiltrons forward. Their date with destiny with the Berserkers of Odenheim. Kaldani pikemen advancing towards the fence line. Probably going to get hammered with arrows here in a minute. Baron's going to do a double move with his heavy infantry. Heavy foot stay on this side of the fence as they advance forward. I think the Baron's going to take his life guard and try to move into the middle of that space right there. He's going to break out the reroll. Alright, successful reroll. They don't have anything left for rerolls. Kind of ties the center and the right flank together. Looking sexy. I got no idea what kind of tactics I'm doing here. I'm just kind of going forward. We're over here. Oh boy, this guy's got no rerolls. Ooh, okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to start with the light infantry on the left, see if they can move forward. They stream forward 8 inches, keeping up with the Immortals of Shubia. It's a hell of a good picture going down the line. I like that. Nice. Alright, gonna go for the crossbowmen. Alright, those boys are moving up. Might as well go ahead and try these elite footmen, see if they can move up into that space here. Time Wardens are on a roll. Alright, only unit that hasn't moved yet are the Immortals of Shubia. They're going to hold them there for this turn, now that they've kind of got caught up. I'll pick up his red token now that he can, next turn he'll be good to go. Alright, Team Timordia is doing good. Got a solid, well, more cohesive line all the way across the battlefield. All right, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh God, sorry about that. That was terrible. I'll try to edit that out. Woo! Okay. All right, see what Ulryleon can do. They got to stop these bastards. Don't lose your trading post. All right, first things first, the archers are going to unload on that Shiltron. Well, they're going to try to. I got to roll a 6+ to get the nerve to fire some arrows. It's going to be +1 because it's over 12 inches. That's about it. All right, those archers are going to need 5s to hit. 12 shots coming in on these pikemen. That's 4 hits. The pikemen have an armor of 3, so 1 guy will be killed. The Shiltron's in missing man formation. All right, so they have to take a courage check. I think it's -1 because of it's against archery. Let me double check that. So they have a courage of 4+. They've lost a guy, so they're going to roll over a 5. Their leader is right there, so it's back down to a 4. So they maintain their courage, and that's it. Back to the Ulryleon turn. All right, back out to the left flank. He's going to do the triple move again. This guy is insane. Eating a 6. Oh, here they come. Freaking coming out of the woodworks here. Coming through the trees. Wow. Nice attack. Knight's going to try to move his own unit up. Keep pace with this assault. That's out of control. Here's the overhead view of this western side of the battlefield. They're pouring through. I think these Time Wardens are confused. They're the ones that are supposed to be attacking, but the woods are crawling with light infantry. Going to go onto the right flank here. This Baron's going to, sorry, this Knight's going to order his light infantry to move forward. Light infantry moves across the top of the hill, coming down into the open here. Oh, we're ready for a battle. The Immortals of Shubia are going to go crazy and try to chop these guys to little pieces. The Knight's going to try to order his crossbowmen up onto this side of the ridge right here. Crossbowmen load up some bolts, start looking at those Immortals. You know, if you don't kill them, they're sure as heck going to kill you. But the Berserkers are they're starting to froth at the mouth. Oh gosh. Get the rabies shots out! Knight's going to try to move his heavy infantry forward behind, a little bit to the left of those crossbowmen. It's time. The Knight yells some insults at the Berserkers. Something about them not being man enough. They're going to go straight ahead at the Immortals. Berserkers going crazy. They're almost, they could be in wild charge range for next turn. Oh, an epic, but it's still a problem is like there's two groups of Immortals, so they're a little outgunned. Knight's going to command, he's got a group of heavy veteran infantry over here on the side of this hill. It's going to have them move up onto the ridge. There they are, at a rough angle. They're going to move into these, into this stuff. They're too far away for a reroll from him, but they are close to the Barons. They're going to get a reroll here. Oh, I'm getting pumped. These guys are they're all closing in on each other. About to be an epic scrum. Alright, we got the Baron back here. He's going to move these Berserkers up that road. Try to tie in with these veteran heavy foot. Rather tactical move for a group of Berserkers. Keeping that fence between them and their enemy. Make sure there's not a gap right down the center. Last up, these heavy veteran heavy footmen, they're going to try to move out into the field. They fail, so they and the elite cavalry are chilling. They are sitting in the background. Or to use my reroll for the Berserkers. That's the end of turn 2. Wow! I am going to get some Perry miniature box sets at some point here, and I'm going to go crazy because they seem to have more, well, they don't seem, they have more guys in the box than these other ones. Get about 4 or 5 of those boxes, I can really, almost double the amount of troops I have on the battlefield and really make this insane. I did think of one thing, just while it's a brief interlude here before this all goes to complete and utter hell. With these guys having 16 guys in a unit instead of 12, and they don't have a lot of bonuses, I'm going to say they get a -1 for every 2 guys. Usually when you lose a guy, you get a -1 off your roll. So they're going to, I guess life is cheap in the Osmanian desert, so it takes 2 guys to drop them by 1. I'll have to try to remember that one. That way the benefit of having more guys doesn't turn into a detriment. So, oh yeah, that's freaking awesome. Alright. If you're not miniature wargaming, you need to, baby. This game, all these games are freaking fantastic. Turn 3, coming right at you. Time Wardens are going to start over here with their archers, firing at the Osmanian nomads. Try to pound them back into the trees. Let's see if they can get the shot off first. They're going to need to beat a 6+ to unleash their volley. That knight's going to throw his influence at him, scream at him some. That's what I do to my employees. It pays off. They're firing 12 shots. It's over 12 inches, so what are they hitting on? Hitting on 5s. That's going to kill 3 of those guys. Wow. Nice shot. 6 hits. The Osmanians have a courage of 4+. They're near their leader, and they only count as half a person, which kind of sucks for them. Doesn't say anything about them. So they need to beat a 4 for their courage check. Which they do pass. Next, that knight's going to order these veteran heavy foot to the fence. Alright, both of those veteran heavy infantry form into a shield wall at the fence line, preparing for the javelin onslaught here. Alright, the knight on the left flank, he will move closer to the immortals. I've already checked, the archers are out of range. And the crossbowmen, they're like 3 or 4 inches short of the hitting those guys. Gotta use his reroll again, see if he can do it. He's gonna command the immortals to move forward. Little tactical move by the Immortals of Shubia. They move into wild charge range of the Berserkers of Odenheim, and they go ahead and form into wall of spears, both units. Try to do the same thing with this light infantry to move up to the right flank of the Immortals and also form wall of spears. Forming a line on the left flank, crossbowmen are going to try to move up behind them to support them. They fail. They've already used their reroll. They're too far away from the commander, so that'll be the end of the Timorden turn. Alright, first thing I check are 2 wild charge checks. The Berserkers of Odenheim over here, and the Berserkers against the fence line there. We'll do this one first. 5+. Oh, they're going to charge at these guys. Now they're in a wall of spears, but they do have counter charge. So either way, let's see what happens here. Let's see if they can counter charge. Oh, they both successfully charge each other. It's insane. Alright, Immortals versus Berserkers. Alright, Berserkers are going to go first. 12 dice. 3 pluses. 6s do double damage. They'll score 9 hits and kill off 4 of the Immortals. The Immortals coming at them. The Immortals score 12 hits and kill 4 of the Berserkers as well. Oh, wow. Being a draw, the attacking unit has to fall back. So the Berserkers fall back 4 inches. And now we'll do courage tests like -4. Actually, these guys are bloodthirsty. That might be -5 for the Berserkers. No, the Immortals have fearsome. They both have bloodthirsty. Berserkers of Odenheim are going to have to roll over a 9 to not become battered. And these guys are going to have to roll over an 8. Holy cow, what a great job by the Immortals. They passed their courage test. Berserkers fail. They are now battered. Next wild charge. 5+. Okay, they're able to hold off from their basic instinct of wanting to kill everything that moves. Alright, first thing that's going to happen is the knight's going to order these crossbowmen to unload into what's left of the Immortals. All right, 5 pluses into these guys here. Kills 2 more of them. Now they're at 6 now. I think they're at half strength. They got to take a battered test, or courage test, excuse me, at how -6. So they're gonna need like a 10, right? Oh, they couldn't pull it out that time. Sorry, guys. Knight's gonna move his unit closer to these berserkers. The knight points at the heavy infantry. They're going to try to charge what's left of the immortals. Those boys were fired up. Double 6s. Heck yeah. Immortals need a 7. I don't know if there's a bonus. I don't know if there's a modifier with the being battered. So it looks like these guys can't countercharge. The only way they can move is to basically rally. Veteran heavy footmen slam into the already beat up Immortals of Shubia. I think it's going to be 6 attacks against 12s. Immortals will be hitting on 6s. 12 attacks from the veterans hitting on 4s. Two more Immortals are slain. Immortals hitting back, needing 6s. Oh, no hits. So they're going to retreat back 4 inches. All right, they got to take another battered check at -8. So they need to, I guess a 12 is the only it's going to work. They retreat back another 4 inches and lose another model. Oh, they are screwed. All right, the elite knight is going to move forward to get close to the berserkers. All right, he moves up. He's going to order his archers to fire at that same pike formation on a 6. They're going to hammer out 12 shots, needing 5s on those pikemen. Only 2 hits, and they have an armor of 3, so that bounces off some armor in there, and they don't take any casualties. Beautiful. Next up, the Baron is gonna order these veteran footmen out in the field. He failed last time. They move forward onto the battlefield. All right, decision time here. I'm going to let this guy over here go a little bit. He's going to try his triple move again. Alright, these guys start closing in. They're just short over there on the hill. Of the fence, sorry. They're in javelin range for next time, but those guys will have to come after them. It's going to get ugly. I love it. Alright, now he's going to try to move himself. Get into combat too. Move his heavy infantry unit, or his elite infantry unit. He's going to try his reroll. Well, I guess he has to. Those foot knights move up behind the Osmanian nomads. Getting ready to, hammers getting ready to fall on the Timordan right flank. So everyone's moved except for the light infantry at the far right. So Baron is going to try, he still has his reroll, he's going to try to order the berserkers to attack those spearmen. Very unlike them, having second thoughts. Going again. Berserkers slam into the heavy footmen. They're not in wall of spears, so well, let's see what happens here. Berserkers are hitting on 3+ and then doing double damage on 6s. Heavy foot are hitting on, or the heavy infantry are hitting on 4+. 9 hits will kill 3 heavy infantry. They'll attack back with 12 attacks. Two berserkers are slain. These guys will retreat back 3 inches. And we'll do courage checks for both. Both units have a base courage of 4. These guys lost 3 guys? They are... so they also have a... Sorry. These guys, got the base courage of 4. They lost 3 guys, but they are in range of their commander, so they'll have to beat a 6 for their courage check. And these guys lost 2, but they are within range of the commander with the augmented musician. So they'll need a 5. Alright, everybody passed their courage checks. Checked. Last one with no reroll. They'll try to get the light infantry to move forward to get within javelin range for next turn. And they will also get into wall of spears. I think they get a defense versus javelins. I'm not sure though. But everyone's doing the wall of spear dance over there. All right. It's the end of the turn. Would have been nice to move the children's a little bit. I got to work on that next time. And this is getting insane over here. Holy cow. All right. We'll see you in the next turn. Holy cow, I can't wait. Alright, starting off turn 4, the crossbowmen are going to launch a volley, or try to, at those footmen down there. They're going to get 6+. Alright, 12 shots coming in on these guys, needing 5s. Great shooting by those crossbowmen. 2 of the heavy footmen get skewered. They go down, take a courage check at these guys. They will need a 5+ with their knight commander right behind them. Oh, they barely squeaked that out. Nice. Alright, next up, the knight is going to move his own unit forward to support the remaining unit of immortals. Gotta burn his reroll already. Oh, that knight barely squeaks by. His guys weren't too motivated. They might have been aware that he's leaving a huge hole. It's trying to support the left, but, going around that tree basically opens up a big old hole for these berserkers and those knights, and only stand between them and cutting this force in half are the crossbowmen. And about 3 immortals that are like stabbed to hell. And of course that one knight I forgot to move, but he's back where he's supposed to be now. I forgot to check for a wild charge for these guys. That's on me before I got into it. I apologize, I did screw that up. And there's also, just while I'm on the turn order, I am not utilizing the boast system yet. I think it's a really neat thing for if you had an opponent, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Just a nice little bit of color for the game, but I'm not doing it yet. Maybe later. Alright, so this wild charge did go in. Technically it would have gone in before the crossbows, but that's on me. So, be 12 attacks versus 12 attacks. Immortals hitting on 3s, heavy foot hitting on 4s. 8 hits by the immortals will kill 2 footmen. They did that 9th guy, but they didn't get it. The heavy foot killed 2 of the immortals and are able to hold off against that attack. The the heavy foot will have a basically a -4 courage check, and the immortals will have a +1. -1, whichever way you want to go. Let's do the Ulryleon heavy foot, needing to roll over a 7. They had 4 casualties. The immortals have fearsome, but they are in range of their bonus from their commander. Those footmen are battered. My math sucked. We actually needed an 8, but they still failed anyway. I just realized I forgot to do another part of it. I totally screwed up the order of everything on this one. I forgot to do the rally. I'll do that next. The immortals, excuse me, they need to roll over a 5. Alright, they're still amped up. Alright, I'm gonna go back and read the rally rules real quick. I'm so excited to get down here and start killing people, I forgot to do it in order. So, I think you do rallies first, then you do wild charges. You're supposed to do boasts in there beforehand, but I'm skipping that as I said before. And then you get into like the regular stuff. Alright, let's see if these guys can survive. So they're missing 9 guys, but they're within 1 of their leader. So it's a -8, so they need to roll 12. Yeah, good luck. That's a -8. They probably should have ran away last time, but they have routed off the battlefield. Alright, now after I hosed all that up, we can continue. Alright, these guys have used their reroll already. I would like to take a shot with the throwing javelins, but I can't afford to not move to center. So I'm going to give up on the left here for a little bit, maybe come back to it. Go to the right, because these guys will have a reroll over here. Oof. Let me think about this disaster over here. First thing, their knight is going to order this light infantry to throw their javelins at these gentlemen coming running out of the woods. Alright, they'll need a 6+ to pass their order to throw their javelins, and they'll be, I think, hitting on 5s. Yes. Oh, here come the javelins. They just kill 1 guy, which will be a non-modified courage test. The nomads passed that, no problems. Alright, time for some tactical thinking. The knight's going to order his archers to hammer away at these nomads coming down the hill. He's got to burn the reroll. Alright, they're going to fire 12 arrows. They have to roll over a 5 to pass their courage test. No problems. Alright, now, knight's going to order those heavy foot to cross the wall and engage those guys in hand-to-hand. Here we go. More hand-to-hand. Gotta love it. Light infantry on veteran heavy infantry. Veteran heavy infantry hitting on 5s. The Osmanian nomads are hitting on... Oh, sorry. Heavy infantry are hitting on 4s, and the nomads are hitting on 5s. Heavy foot might have choked there. Only 1 kill. Here come the nomads. See if they can finish these guys off. Can't believe it. Heavy foot are repulsed by the light infantry. Back across the fence, they retreat. They lose 1 man as well. Nomads have to roll a 5+ on their courage check. I think they actually needed a 6, but that works out well. Heavy foot have got to do a... They're within range of their commander too, so let me check theirs. They just got a 4. Alright, they're repulsed, but they are not battered. Let's see what I gotta do next here. Alright, this knight's gonna order this Shiltrin to go to the left and attack the barbarians. Berserkers are gonna try to countercharge. Berserkers jump the fence and attack the Shiltron. Oh. See if the pikemen can survive this one. Berserkers will be hitting on 3s, and 6s will do 2 casualties. The pike, hang on, will be hitting on 5s. But the nice thing is the pikes have an armor now of 4, and the barbarians have an armor of 3. Alright, pikes going in. They kill one berserker. See what the berserkers do back to them. The pikes will lose and they'll get pushed back 3 inches. And yeah, they lose 2 guys compared to the berserkers 1. They'll need a 6 to pass their courage test. Berserkers will need a 7. Everybody passes that. Next up for these guys. Commander's going to do a double move and order these 2 units into Wall of Spears. Alright, with those Berserkers there, next turn, when it's their turn, they'll be doing a wild charge, I'm sure. But they're going to run into a Wall of Spears every direction they go. Baron's going to order this Shiltron to advance towards those foot infantry. Advance forward. He's going to use his move on himself to basically keep pace. Alright, the Baron's pushing forward. I don't know what towards what objective. Better not expose his right too much. Oh boy. Okay, they can keep going and risk losing their turns, their flank commanders losing their move next turn. They're not going to do that. They're going to stop right there. We'll go right into Time Warden turn. They have a -3 courage test, needing a 7. So they fail, but it's not a negative number, so they'll retreat 4 inches and lose a man and stay battered. The Berserkers of Odenheim also have a -3 courage check. They're also looking for a 7 or more. Alright, they're fully armed and operational again. That's still a couple guys short, but no longer battered. Alright, first up, these Osmanian nomads will throw their javelins at the unit they just defeated. 12 javelins coming inbound, needing 5s to hit. It looked brutal when I first rolled it, but it just kills 1 guy. Almost kills 2. Need a 5 to pass that courage test. Oh, they squeak it out. Gonna order the light infantry forward 8 inches. Have these nomads throw their javelins at these guys. Hitting on 5s. Actually, they should have got cover, right? Gets 1 extra armor, so just 1 guy died. I forgot about that cover. They're in range of their knight, so just a 4 for their courage check. Alright, he's going to try to move his elite infantry unit around the corner of these Osmanian nomads. Oh, now we're getting serious. Elite infantry on the front line. Oh, wow. This whole flank is brutal. Alright, this knight is going to advance his crossbowmen. Alright, debating about moving this guy to the right to get closer to them, to give them a reroll, but then he's definitely going to be needed over here on the left. Because these guys are in trouble. Alright, I'm just going to give up over here for this turn. I know those guys are about to get pounded from those elite infantry coming through the woods. I got to hold off here and hope I can do some attrition. These guys are on their own. Because if I fail to roll with them, the light infantry on the right, they're too far away for a reroll, so it'll fail the entire... We will come back to it if we still roll at the end. Okay. Archers firing into this Shiltron. And crap. I forgot wild charges again. Berserkers go against the wall of pikes. Brutality. 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Three of the pikemen are going to die as they attack back against the Berserkers. An epic stand by the Kaldani pikemen. They hold off against the Berserkers who were shoved back 4 inches the other side of the fence. Oh, wow. They both lose 3 guys. These courage tests are they're getting down to the nitty gritty here. These are going to be horrible. So they've lost 6 guys, but they're within range of their commander. So they're going to have a -5 courage check. Needing a 9. Still greater than a 0, so they will be battered. And there they are. Let's see what the Berserkers can do. They're going to have the same thing, a -5, needing a 9. And that's why you pay those psychopaths the big bucks. They hold it together. They don't crap their pants. Outstanding. Alright, now we continue. Let's see if the archers can pass their order to fire missiles at the pikemen as they come in. They do indeed. Alright, 12 shots coming in at these gentlemen. Great shooting. They will need... they lose 2 guys. They'll need to roll over a 5 for a courage check. They keep it together. Knight Commander is going to order these guys to form a shield wall. Just came over here and was kind of getting low, and I was like, saw these 2 views of these guys. The Shiltron advancing with the cavalry right behind them, and then looking down this road was pretty crazy too. Wow. All right, next up, the knight is going to try to move into this gap between these 2 troops, or I should say the Baron. He fails his first time. Let's try a second. Brother Maynard's throwing down some extra prayers as these guys getting ready to hurdle this fence and charge out into the field. Oh man. So they've used all the rerolls for their commanders. They still have these light infantry. I'm going to try to roll them to throw their javelins. But if they fail, well, that'll be it anyway. They're the last unit. They don't know how to spell failures. They throw 12 javelins at these light infantry. They killed 2 of the light infantry over here. They'll take a break test. It's 6 courage tests, sorry, because of they are nowhere near their commander. They're able to keep it together. Alright, the turn is over. Oh, wow. 1 unit is broken. That's given 1 glory point to the Ulryleons. Definitely got some big crack opening up here in the line, but these guys don't seem to be too concerned about it. We're rapidly deteriorating into 3 separate fights. This is someone's got to make some kind of crazy move. Timordans tried to push over the fence line and were repulsed. But now they brought up some serious firepower. Alright, Timordan turn. I'm going to try to do everything right. We'll see. Okay, I got 1 rally. Got to rally these pikemen here. Got a -5 courage check. So I need a 9. Awesome. Yes, so that's done. Next up, wild charges. I think I only have... Yes, the immortals are... Let's see if they're within 12 inches of... I think it's going to be those guys there. So the remaining unit of immortals can't control themselves. They go in psycho style against the wall of spears with the light infantry. A 12 dice hitting on 3, 6 is doing double damage. The immortals score 10 hits, killing 5 of the light infantry. Oh, we're going to attack back with the wall of spears. But I forgot wall of spears increases their armor to 3, so they just lose 3 guys. 3 guys killed. 12 dice attacking back, needing 4s. The immortals lose 2 guys. Light infantry lost 3, so they're thrown back 4 inches back to the hill. We'll do some courage checks. Light infantry gonna have a -4 check, needing an 8. The immortals also have a -4, needing an 8. Alright, both units are battered now. Alright, going on to normal movement, Time Wardens can move their crossbowmen forward. Alright, they advance into the gap down here on the south side. Next up, this knight is going to lead his elite footmen into these guys. Oh, the knights come out of the trees. These guys are also battered, so this is going to be a rough one for these heavy foot. If they've seen enough, they're ready to go home. The knights are fearsome and bloodthirsty. Oh. Attacking on 3 pluses and 6s are going to kill 2 guys. Four of the footmen are chopped to pieces on that surge out of the woods. They try to attack back. They need 6s to hit since they are battered. The 3 remaining heavy infantry fall back in abject terror as they lose half their number to the knights' swords and axes. They've got a -9 check to make. Oh, a little bit easier, -8. I forgot their knight is right there. Just too much emotional damage for those heavy infantry. They break and run from the battlefield. Alright, this knight is going to do a double move. One heavy infantry is going over the wall, going over the top against those light infantry, and these guys are going to form a wall of a shield wall in preparation for the heavy infantry to attack them. Alright, there's the shield wall. These guys go over the top. Alright, 12 hits hitting on 4s. Alright, they kill 3 light infantry. Light infantry attacking back, needing 4s. Two heavy infantry are killed. Light infantry's pushed back 4 inches into the trees up the side of that hill. Next he's going to fire, these archers are going to try to fire on the nomads. 12 shots, needing 5s. They're far enough back from the wall, so they won't get a benefit from that. Two of those Asmoneans die. I got so excited about firing that volley of arrows that, yeah. So we'll do a courage check for those light infantry. We'll do a courage check for these heavy infantry, and we'll do a courage check for the Asmoneans. Alright, those light infantry will need a 6. They would have beat that with 1 die. Alright, and now the heavy infantry, they'll need a 5. That's no bueno. They are battered. And the Asmoneans, hang on, we'll do some quick math because they're at half points. They need a 7+. They were close to taking off there. They had a -3 check. These light infantry are going to try to throw javelins at those guys. Alright, here they come. 12 javelins hitting on 5s. They kill one Osmanian. Yeah. It's going to be a +1 courage check for them needing a 5. And finally, this knight will order his elite infantry to move into that spot right there. He's going to try his reroll on himself. Double fail, so he has no reroll next turn. This flank is basically done. This gentleman here, these guys are both in wall of spears. I'll probably Alright, hang on. Do a double move advancing the Shiltrons towards the heavy knights. These guys continue to advance across the field. Next, we're going to try a double move for these spear to move forward and form wall of spear in front of the Berserkers of Odenheim. Alright, they're ready to accept their wild charge if they go. Cavalry is totally hosed against that those wall of pikes. These guys will move up along the right side of those pikemen. They're going to try their reroll. Looking rather cinematic as these guys advance into the lines of the Ulryleons. Alright, last move. I think we'll come over to the left side of the battlefield, and light infantry will attack those, whatever they're called, battered light infantry. Alright, it's going to be the battle of like the suck. The light infantry attack on a 5. The battered other light infantry, the opposing ones defending, are attacking on a 6 because they're battered. Not a bad roll, 5 hits. They kill 2 light infantry of the Ulryleons. Ulryleons attacking back, needing 6s. And they kill 1 of them, so these light infantry will get pushed back further into the hills. We have a -5 courage check on these guys after that defeat, needing a 9. I know what happens with that. They pass it, so I guess they stay battered till they get rallied. They didn't get rallied, so but they don't take the extra casualty or get blown to pieces or fall back farther. Okay, so they keep it together. Very good rolling. Okay, I think that ends the Tymorden turn. Not a bad time they're pushing. Still a huge gap over here. These heavy infantry are trying to close this little separation between their left and right flank. But yep. And this attack is, they finally got over the fence line. Alright, on to Ulryleon turn. Alright, courage check on a rally check. -5 on these guys. It's probably adrenaline got them through the last check that helped them not fall back farther, but they had time to think about it. It was too much emotional damage. They just they dropped their spears and they're running back home. That is the second glory point for the Tymordens. Next to rally will be these Osmanians. They have a -3. We get a bonus from that gentleman, so they have a -2 courage check. They fail that courage test. They lose a man who runs for home, and they fall back 4 inches. Berserkers are going to do what Berserkers are going to do. They go over the fence. They're chopping logs. They're going to try to rip these guys to pieces. They are at half strength. They're only attacking with 6 dice against the 12 for the spearmen and heavy and wall of spears. They go down like a boss. They get 4 hits and kill 1 man. Heavy infantry attacking back, needing 4s. Berserkers are repulsed. They lose 2 more men to the wall of spears. They've got a -7 break test. They are battered. At least they didn't flee the battlefield. Those guys are boss. Next wild charge check. The Berserkers attacking the elite infantry. This will be a showdown. Elite infantry, the knights are going to try to use their countercharge ability. Yes, they pull it off. All right, Berserkers coming with the axes versus the elite knights. Berserkers pull out 14 hits. Holy crap! That'll kill 3 of the elite 3 elite knights. Knights attacking back, trying to slay the Berserkers. Not as awesome as the Knights, but they also kill 3 of the Berserkers. I mean, sorry, the Berserkers. They kill 3 of them. So both sides lose 3. The Berserkers attack. They'll fall back 3 inches. Or 4 inches, excuse me. And it's a chance on a double 1 that leader is hit. But they lose 3 of their numbers, and these guys get cut down to 5 guys. Alright, the leader is not hit. We'll do some courage checks now for both of these sides. Got a -6 for the Berserkers, needing a 10. The Berserkers think that's the best fight they're going to have of the day. They're not going to be able to top that, so they go ahead and say, we're out of here. Now, their courage fails and they run away, which doesn't seem quite Berserker-like. And they need a 5+ to stick. So the Knights hold the battlefield. They hold that ridge. They've shoved back 2 units. Oop, I got some Berserkers on the battlefield I need to get rid of still. Sorry about that. And, oof. Looking a little bone thin down here. Alright, down here on this same end, the Ulryleon Knight is going to order his crossbowmen to unload into the Immortals. Oh, where are they? They're in range of 12 inches, so 12 shots needing 4s. This could be brutal. They skewer 3 of the mortals. Oh, -7 courage check. That was too much for them. They're not getting paid enough. You're out of here. Oh, no more Immortals on the battlefield. They're all gone. Just like there's only 4 Berserkers left. So they're getting low on those 2 units. High risk, high reward units. These Knights are going to move forward 6 inches towards their date with Destiny with the other Knight Commander. Oh yes. I can't wait to get there. Alright, this Knight's going to order his archers to fire at that Children. They're actually going to fire at the broken down one and try to wipe them out. Hitting on 4s. 12 shots hitting these gentlemen on 4s. They kill 1 pikeman, forcing a -6 courage check for these guys. That is what that Knight Commander wanted. That pikeman unit is now battered. The only unit within 12 inches is those guys. So, ugh. They're going to go for it. They're not wusses. These guys are going to try to go over the wall and attack these guys in shield wall. Alright, here we go. See if the shield wall can hold up against these elites. 12 attacks from the Knights, needing 3s. 10 hits. The shield wall pumps the footman's armor up to 4, so they lose 2 guys. Heavy infantry attacking back, needing 4s. They get 8 kills that kill 2 of the knights, or 8 hits, excuse me. 2 of the knights, so it's a tie battle. The knights are repulsed off the shield wall. They go back over the fence. Oh, they hold. Great job. We'll do courage checks for both units. The knights love it. How about the footmen? They must have barely kept it together. They are battered now. And this knight believes the time is nigh. He's going to call his reinforcements out of the trading post. Oh no, instant reinforcements on the right flank. Totally changes the dynamic of the battlefield. I totally forgot those guys were in there myself. No, I remembered that. They planned it nice. They come on out. 2 more battalions of heavy infantry walk out onto the battlefield. These heavy foot are like, oh my gosh. The coup de grace, these elite mounted knights are going to go over the wall and hit these battered pikemen. After they take a reroll. Horns are blaring. The hooves are clapping. They're going across the battlefield. He's blowing the trumpet. Commander's screaming. Brother Maynard's laying down some prayer. Alright, see if these guys can destroy these battered pikemen. Alright, 12 attacks. Hitting on 3s, 6s, doing double. "12 hits, killing 4 pikemen. They'll be down to 1 guy. 6 attacks, needing 6s to hit. They get 1 hit. At least they get 3 more, they actually kill somebody. Those guys are ridden into the ground. We got a minus 11 courage check. I bet this is going to go well. Well, actually minus 10. The glory is now at 3 apiece as the pikemen are absolutely destroyed. It's that crucial hit by the archers, making them battered, that made the difference. This would have been a whole different attack if these guys would have gone in against a non-battered pike unit. Oh, one of the pikes just stabbed me in the hand. Ouch. And to finish the turn strong, the Osmanians are going to try to charge over the fence and attack these light infantry. Fight it out. Alright, here we go. Not bad for needing 5s to hit. They get 3 kills with 6 hits against that light infantry. Light infantry attacking back, needing 4s. They are also able to kill 3 of the Osmanians. Nomads are pushed back, but they're over the fence now. We'll sell us a little standoff here. Courage checks. Let's see who gets battered. And minus 4 break test for these light infantry. And a minus 3 for these guys because they just don't care about human life as much. Ooh, they almost ran off the battlefield. Alright, both sides are battered there. That turn will come to an end. Wow. The well-timed reinforcements might have an impact. I just don't think the Timordans have got enough oomph left to push it to the finish line here. We shall see. Come back in the next turn. Alright guys, hang in there. Oh man, great game. Alright, this is a big one for the Timordans. They able to pull this out. I feel like we're on the edge here. Especially those guys. Alright. Where to start? I don't even know. Oh, we gotta do with rallies first. Alright. We'll try to rally these bad boys. Minus 3 courage check. And they have 7 guys. No, sorry, they have a 7 to get. I think seeing those reinforcements came out was just too much. They failed the courage check. They fall back 3 inches. They lose a man. He takes off running for the hills. These guys have a -4 rally check themselves. Oh, they can feel it in their bones. They can't get it together. They lose a man and fall back 4 inches. Let's see if these guys can do anything. They only have a -1 courage check. Hopefully they can roll a... Is it a 6? Hang on. A 5. They can do a 5. Come on. Insane courage. Yes, they're back. All right, we got a unit that's good. That red is not... he lost his ability for his reroll this turn. The Timordans have nobody that can do a wild charge. We're going to start near... their Baron, just to keep the rerolls going. First of all, I'm going to order these guys to... I don't even know what the hell to do. Ah, hang on. Double move, and these spearmen will go over the wall, try to wipe out the barbarians. Both heavy infantry units go over the wall. These guys kind of fall into a standby position while these guys attack the shattered berserkers of Odenheim that have seen better days. 12 attacks, hitting on 5s. They do get to, they are able to kill 1 berserker, so that's something. The berserker is attacking back, needing 6s on 6 dice. Oh, almost. The berserkers almost pulled it out, but they aren't able to kill anyone. So we got a -9 break test. They're out of range for the knight. Fantastic roll, but they still don't make that courage check. They fall back 4 more inches and they lose another guy. Baron's going to have the pikemen kind of pivot. Well, they can do that automatically, I think. There's no facings in this game. He's going to order his own troops. He's going to attack the heavy infantry veterans in shield wall. I try to run him into the ground. Oh. Alright, we'll see what happens here. The plague doctor is ready to start gathering up pieces. Okay. Lots of attacks on lots of defense. Knights are 12 dice hitting on 3s, and 6s will do double damage. Nine hits. They will kill 2 of the veterans. Heavy infantry attacking back, needing 4s. They're able to kill 1 of the mounted knights. They lose. They fall back 3 inches, and we'll do some courage checks. Elite heavy cavalry need to beat a 4. That was very sad. All right, they're a little bit discombobulated. About the heavy footmen, they're going to need a 7 because of the fearsome. And they do just fine. That's awesome. So over here, this knight is going to order these crossbowmen to fire at the other knights. We're going to need 5s to hit, but they need to roll over a 6 to even shoot. 12 crossbow bolts coming in, needing 5s. They are able to kill 1 of the foot knights. Big victory there. Break test now on those guys, but that should be like a... They need like a 4. No, with their knightly bonus, they need a 3. Oh crap, those guys needed a 3 too. They actually made it. They didn't fail their courage test. They rolled a 3. They rocked that courage check. These knights are going to go for it and hope they can't roll a 6 for the counterattack. This Destiny saying don't do it. They're going to try with a reroll. He loses his ability for the reroll next turn. Who am I going to go for finally? I don't even know. I'm going to fire these arrows at, actually those knights right there. Over 12 inches, 12 shots, needing 5s to hit. Nice shooting. We're able to kill off another foot knight. They have a -2 break test, needing a 6. Also roll to see if double ones hit the knight. Wow, double 2s. To be honest with you, I forgot to roll the see if this knight got hit over here. Now the courage check, needing a 5 to hit. That worked. These foot knights are going to try to move into that gap there. And that's the turn for the Timordans. Okay. Left the door open there. At least those guys didn't break. I forgot they needed a 3, so I was able to save them with a technicality. I can't believe they passed their courage check. Or well, at least passed enough not to get blown off the table. Okay, okay. All right, let's do some Ulryleon stuff. Woo! All right, they don't have any bad things. So these guys are just going to fire their crossbow bolts like insane people into those. I know they're not, because it's over 12 inches, and I've got to do, what's it called? It's first. Forgot about that. Ooh, close call. All right, let's start over here with a courage check. -10. If I roll double 6s on this, I'm going to Vegas. Looks like no Vegas for me. Those guys incinerate and flee the battlefield, giving a glory point to the Timordans. -3 break test over here on these Osmanian nomads. Needing a 7. They succeed over there. These guys are going to try to replicate that, needing a 6. That was the roll I needed for the Berserkers. I don't think they have anything else. Okay, cool. No wild charges. Now we can get on to commands. Alright, these foot knights, they're going to take advantage of what they couldn't do. They're going to try to charge them and hope they can't get the 6 to charge back. Oh, they're coming in hot. Let's see about the counter charge. They're going in hot. 12 dice versus 6 dice. Everybody's hitting on 3s. Timordans lose 2 guys. The Ulryleons lose 1. We'll see if we get any double 1s on lucky kill on either of the knights. Alright, both knights survive. Now we got a break test -4 for the Timordans and -2 for the Ulryleons. Well, they both suck. They're both battered. No one flees off the table. But double check the Timordans. That -4. What did I roll? Yeah, they're at 1, so they don't flee. But and the and they're both going to retreat. So these guys are going to double retreat because they lost the fight and they got failed the courage check. Those dudes are blown apart. What a mess. Alright. That was fun. Reroll range for the crossbowmen, so they can't, don't want to waste that one yet. Blow the turn. These knights are going to man up and they're going to attack the wall of spears. This could be for the ball game. Here we go. Let's see who wins this one. They are going to enact their special rule, and Brother Maynard's going to sacrifice himself for a reroll. No, Brothers Maynard's sacrifice was worth it. They get 12 hits, killing 3 of the pikemen. Pikemen attacking back, needing 4s. Alright, they kill one of the knights and are pushed back 3 inches in their loss. It's alright, let's do courage checks. These guys are going to need a 3. And I need a calculator for this one. These guys got a -4 at 8. Everyone keeps it together. These guys are going to try to fire at close range with 12 shots. They go ahead and give them the reroll. Oh, the archers leave the door open. They suck. They fail the reroll, ending the Ulryleon turn. Oh, they had such big plans. I should have gone over here first. It's okay. All right. Are we going to turn 7 next? Oh, sweet. Here we go. Alright, starting off this turn, the Timordans have a -4 break test over here on the left with their knight on this side. Alright, he doesn't have any, he can't repeat a command or reroll, excuse me, this turn, but he's no longer busted up. I think we have to go across way to the right flank here to get the next unit. Yep, these guys here. Alright, these veteran heavy foot are also battered. They think -5 for them. Oh, they remain battered and fall back another 3 inches. And the final one's this light infantry on the far right here. They've got a -4 courage tech. They also lose a man and fall back 4 inches. Oh, so the Timordans on the right and the left are about toast. Try to group move and move these guys towards the archers. They begin their slow trudge. They're gonna get shot the hell on the way here. Alright, he's gonna send these pikemen in to attack the knights. Mounted knights are going to try to counterattack. I think it's a 6+. Send them in to weaken them up, so hopefully these knights can kill them off. That's the plan. Let's see what these guys can do. Pikemen, 12 dice, needing 5s to hit. Oh. They were unable to kill any of the mounted knights. Knights attacking back. 2 pikemen are slain. Oh, they got a courage check. Minus a whole lot. Hang on. -6 courage check, needing a 10. Oh well, that was a high risk, high reward thing. Those knights, those pikemen explode. They flee the battlefield. These knights are going to try to follow up and attack the knights and go out like a boss. Oh, this is what we all paid to see. Knight on knight. These guys see if they can kill each other. These guys got to try to counterattack. The counterattack is on as they slam into each other. Let's see how much kind of damage these guys can do. They are going to sacrifice the witch doctor, the plague doctor, if they roll terribly. No need to sacrifice the plague doctor. 12 kills. They blow away 3 knights. Ulryleon's attacking back. Not as good. They only killed 2 of the Timordans. They're going to lose. Oh, Ulryleon's forced to retreat. Well, I have to take double ones on both sides to see if either of the barons is killed in that attack. So neither one of them is hit. We got courage checks. They're going to be rough. Timordans are going to sacrifice the plague doctor to reroll that. Alright, plague doctors off the table. Order these archers to fire at those elite knights. 12 shots inbound on those guys. They're able to kill one of them, leaving them with a -3 courage check, needing a 6. Guys are going to try to attack to their left and hit those knights that are already hurt. Knight's going to break out his reroll, see what he can do. It's a success. These guys go in hard. They need 4s to hit the knights. 12 dice. Knights only attacking back with 6 dice, needing 3s. Bit of a catastrophe there. Veteran foot get wiped out. Get the hell beat out of them. They lose 2 guys. The knights lose nobody with that terrible attack those guys pulled off. Do have a courage check down here. Oh gosh. -3, needing a 7. Alright, they keep it together. These foot knights are going to try to move into that space. There they go. I think try to go to the far left down here and see if we can pull out a little attack with the light infantry on the left side. These guys have been standing around staring at each other for like 10 minutes, like wondering what each other's going to do. See if these light infantry can attack the crossbowmen. No, they fail, so they'll stand around a little bit longer. Alright, the Ulryleons only have these knights that are the only battered unit. They try to get themselves back together again here. It looks like they've got what is that, 4 guys? 5, yeah, 4 guys, so -1 courage check, needing a 4. Yes, they eked it out over there. These archers are going to fire 12 shots into the mounted knights. 12 shots needing 4s. Oh. That's what they're hoping for. They did enough damage to kill 1 guy. -3 courage check, needing a 6. Oh man, that's really what they were looking for. They are battered. Knight's gonna take advantage and try to attack. Epic rematch. They're both only rolling 6 dice this time, except the Ulryleons are hitting on 3s and these guys are hitting on 6s. A Timorton dies. Ulryleons take no casualties. Oh, -4 break test, needing a... Not 4 minus... Yeah. Needing a 7. And they rout off the table. Yeah, they'll probably lose that unit. They'll lose that unit. All these courage checks. Those guys will break. And that'll be ball game. Oh. Got rough there at the end, but it was swinging back and forth. Thought the Timortons will pull it out, but not meant to be. I think all I have left was a couple units left on the battlefield after that one. But hell of a great game. Can't wait to expand this collection. I'm going to go back to... not going to go back. I'm going to go back to the way the game was supposed to be. Play it like a multiplayer game where you have multiple different commanders, not this flank commander role. I think that'll work better. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't play this game more. It's awesome. It's pretty easy to learn. It's fun. Anytime you can have knights on the table, and that's just awesome. Childhood dream, right? And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Looks like the Ulryleons will defend their territory. A little standoff here in the northern provinces. Trading post is still going to be flourishing, bringing those goods out of Shubia. whatever the hell they bring out of there, God knows. And yeah, so got a couple things on the painting table. Got some combat engineers for the Russians, or assault engineers, and a bunch of Napoleonics. So really looking forward to playing a game of Valor and Fortitude. Getting ready to go into Thanksgiving break. Probably have a game with Addison over the break. She's been busy as hell. She wrestles, which is kind of a little bit different for a girl, I guess. It's not the mainstream, but she's really good at it, as long as her knee stays in one place. So, but she's been practicing a ton. So it'd be nice to have her home and me not have to work for a couple days. And hopefully we can get you a game of something. I'll let her pick what she wants to pick. You guys are fantastic, and yeah, have a good Thanksgiving or a good whatever you're doing this week, and take care. All right, bye-bye.